English learners, welcome back to the Real English Podcast.
Hi everyone. I'm Jack, and it's great to be here.
And I'm Emily. We're really happy to have you listening today.
Hey Emily, do you happen to have a phone charger I could borrow?
Oh, not again. You always forget your charger, don't you?
I know, I'm sorry. My phone battery is already at 5%.
Well, that's actually the perfect introduction for today's topic.
Exactly. Today we're talking about the everyday etiquette of borrowing and lending.
This is a really important skill for our intermediate listeners.
Yeah, because we share small things with people all the time, right?
Right. It's so useful to know how to ask for things politely.
It's also super helpful when you need to ask for your stuff back.
That's a good point. That conversation can feel a little awkward.
Have you ever lent a good pen and never got it back?
Yes, way too many times. It's so frustrating.
Today we'll give you the polite phrases to handle that social friction smoothly.
Let's jump right in and check out our vocabulary preview.
Before we get into the polite phrases, let's preview some vocabulary.
That's right. These words will really help you understand the upcoming dialogue.
Let's go ahead and start with our very first word.
Spare. So, Jack, what does spare actually mean in this context?
Well, it means to give away something that you've got extra of.
Exactly. Like if you have two pens, you can spare one, right?
Yeah, because you really don't need both of them right now.
Have you ever asked a stranger to spare a tissue?
Oh, definitely. It sounds so much softer than just demanding one.
Good point. It shows you know you're asking for a quick favor.
Are you ready for the second word on our list?
I sure am. Let's hear it.
Handy. This is an adjective, but how do we usually use it here?
It means something is nearby and completely ready to use.
Right. So if I ask if you have a charger handy, what does that mean?
It means you want to know if it's right there in my bag.
I see. So I wouldn't ask that if your charger was at home.
No, definitely not. Handy really means it's super easy to reach.
That makes a lot of sense. I love using this word casually.
Let's move on to our third and final word today.
Awkward. This is such a great word for borrowing and lending, isn't it?
It really is. Awkward means feeling a bit uncomfortable or embarrassed.
Why do you think asking for things back feels so awkward?
Honestly, I think we just don't want to sound rude or pushy.
Yeah, right. You let your friend borrow money, but you need it back.
Exactly. You want your money, but asking for it feels pretty uncomfortable.
So that slightly weird feeling is exactly what awkward means.
Now that we know these words, let's hear them in action.
It's time to listen to our everyday dialogue.
Hey Mark, do you happen to have a phone charger I could borrow?
Let me check my bag. Yeah, I think I have a spare one.
Oh, that would be a lifesaver. My phone is almost completely dead.
Here you go. It is a really fast charger, too.
Thanks so much. It is really handy to keep an extra one around.
I'm glad I could help. Just bring it back whenever you finish.
I will return it right after lunch, I promise.
Take your time. Oh, while you're here, can I ask a favor?
Sure. What do you need?
I feel a little awkward bringing this up.
Oh no, what did I do?
Do you still have that blue folder I lent you yesterday?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is sitting right on my desk.
I really need it for my afternoon meeting. Is that okay?
I'm so sorry. I will go grab it for you right now.
No worries at all. Thanks, Sarah.
Welcome to the language takeaway section of the podcast.
This is where we break down the vocabulary you just heard.
Did you catch all those polite phrases in the dialogue?
There were quite a few really good ones today.
Yeah, borrowing things always requires a soft touch.
Exactly. You don't want to sound too demanding.
Let's take a look at our first important phrase.
It's a very common way to ask a polite question.
Right? The phrase is, do you happen to have?
Why do we use this instead of just asking directly?
Good question. It makes the request feel a lot smaller.
Yeah, it sounds like an accident or a coincidence.
Like, by chance, do you have a charger on you?
Exactly. It takes all the pressure off the other person.
What happens if they don't have the item you need?
It's much easier for them to just say no.
That makes sense. I use this phrase a lot at work.
Me too. Do you happen to have a pen?
See, that sounds very polite and super casual.
Right? And often we pair this with our next word.
Oh, you mean the word spare, don't you?
Yes, exactly. Do you happen to have a spare charger?
So, what does spare actually mean in this context?
It just means an extra one of something.
Right? Something you aren't currently using yourself at the moment.
Have you ever asked someone for a spare key?
Oh, definitely. I actually locked myself out of my house recently.
Oh no, really? That's always the absolute worst.
Yeah, I had to ask my neighbor for his spare.
Well, I'm really glad he had an extra one ready.
Me too. So spare is great for physical objects.
Yes, but you can also use it for your time.
Like, do you have a spare minute to chat?
Exactly. It's a very useful little word to know.
What's our next vocabulary word from the dialogue?
The next word we should look at is handy.
Oh, I really love this word. It sounds so friendly.
It really does, but what does it actually mean?
If something is handy, it's nearby and easy to reach.
Right? Or it means something is just very useful.
In the dialogue, they asked if a charger was handy.
Yeah, that simply means, is the charger close to you?
Do you keep your phone handy during the workday?
Usually, yes. It's always sitting right on my desk.
Same here. It's very handy to have it around.
Let's move on to the trickiest part of borrowing.
You mean asking for your own things back from someone?
Exactly. That can feel really uncomfortable for most people.
In the dialogue, we heard a great phrase for this.
Yes? I feel a little awkward bringing this up.
Why is this a good way to start the conversation?
It shows you understand the situation is slightly uncomfortable.
Right? You're admitting the feeling of awkwardness right away.
How would you explain the word awkward to our listeners?
It basically means feeling embarrassed or socially uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. We all have awkward moments from time to time.
By saying it out loud, it actually reduces the tension.
That's so true. It softens the blow a little bit.
Then you can just ask for your item back normally.
Right? And what if they can't return it right away?
Then you can use our final phrase for today.
Oh, you mean the phrase? Take your time.
That's a very kind and polite thing to say to someone.
It simply means there is absolutely no rush at all.
Exactly. Don't hurry or worry on my account.
Have you told someone to take their time recently?
Yes, a friend borrowed a book from me last month.
Oh, interesting. Did they finish reading it yet?
Not yet. So I just told them to take their time.
That makes borrowing from you a very stress-free experience.
I try my best. These phrases really help smooth things over.
They definitely do. Try using them next time you borrow something.
We just looked at some great words for borrowing things.
Yeah, they're so useful for everyday situations.
Now, let's build your fluency with some related patterns.
Exactly. We want you to sound totally natural.
What's our first pattern, Emily?
Well, earlier we talked about asking if someone happens to have something.
Right. Another great way to soften your request is using by any chance.
I love that phrase. It makes the question feel so polite.
You can put it at the start or the end of your question.
Have you used that one recently?
Yeah, just yesterday. I asked, "Do you have a tissue by any chance?"
That's a perfect example. It really takes away the pressure.
What about when we want to ask for a backup item?
Instead of our previous word, you can just say an extra one.
Oh, that's very common. Do you have an extra umbrella?
Exactly. Or, I have an extra pen if you need it.
It works perfectly for offering things too.
Yes, it does. Let's look at another situation.
What if you want to know if someone has an item right now?
We talked about keeping things close by.
Right? A very casual way to ask this is, have something on you.
Oh, that's a great phrase. Do you have a charger on you?
I use that all the time. Do you have any cash on you?
Me too. It means the item is right there in your pocket or bag.
It's such a natural way to speak.
But what if asking feels a little uncomfortable?
That's a good point. Sometimes we feel bad asking for a favor.
A good pattern here is I hate to ask, but
That's so polite. I hate to ask, but can I borrow your phone?
it shows you respect the other person.
Have you ever used that when asking for something back?
Yes, I hate to ask, but do you still have my book?
That definitely makes a tricky situation much easier.
Finally, what about when you lend something to someone?
We learned a phrase about not rushing earlier.
Right, another easy way to say this is no rush.
I say that constantly. You can return it tomorrow. No rush.
It's very short, but it makes the borrower feel relaxed.
It really does. Practice these patterns and you'll sound great. Now that we've covered some handy vocabulary for those awkward moments, when you need a spare charger, let's listen to the dialogue one more time.
Hey Mark, do you happen to have a phone charger I could borrow?
Let me check my bag. Yeah, I think I have a spare one.
Oh, that would be a lifesaver. My phone is almost completely dead.
Here you go. It is a really fast charger, too.
Thanks so much. It is really handy to keep an extra one around.
I'm glad I could help. Just bring it back whenever you finish.
I will return it right after lunch, I promise.
Take your time. Oh, while you're here, can I ask a favor?
Sure. What do you need?
I feel a little awkward bringing this up.
Oh no, what did I do?
Do you still have that blue folder I lent you yesterday?
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is sitting right on my desk.
I really need it for my afternoon meeting. Is that okay?
I'm so sorry. I will go grab it for you right now.
No worries at all. Thanks, Sarah.
Listening to that replay really highlights the polite tone they use.
Yeah, exactly. You catch so many small details the second time around.
I love how Sarah handled asking for her folder back.
She was super polite, but still very direct about it.
It takes the awkwardness right out of the situation.
Have you ever had to ask for something back like that?
Oh, all the time. Usually it happens with books I lend out.
I completely understand. People always forget to return books.
Now it's time for you to practice speaking these phrases yourself.
Right, speaking out loud is definitely the best way to improve.
We picked out some of the most useful sentences from the dialogue.
Please listen closely to Sarah and repeat right after her.
Are you ready? Let's get started.
Do you happen to have a phone charger I could borrow? Oh, that would be a lifesaver. My phone is almost completely dead. I will return it right after lunch, I promise. I feel a little awkward bringing this up. Do you still have that blue folder I lent you yesterday? Great job with the speaking practice, everyone.
Yes, well done. You are building some really practical skills today.
Try using these phrases next time you need to borrow something.
Or when you finally need to get your favorite pen back from a friend.
Thank you so much for taking the time to learn with us today.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
It really helps us out and supports our podcast.
Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again in the next video.
Goodbye, everyone!